Good morning, everyone. It's Miss Ruby. I'm here with Miss Maryjo. Good morning, Miss Maryjo.
Good morning, Miss Ruby. I'm very happy to see you. We've been gone from the library for a while for story time.
Yes, we have, and
here we are.
We're back.
It's wonderful.
Miss Christy is usually here. Miss Christy's not feeling very good today, so she stayed home,
That
which
was
is
smart.
what you should do right now if you are not feeling good.
I agree.
We've got some fun books to do.
I wonder, will they be about winter?
Maybe. I don't know. It's a little cold out there.
Yeah.
Did you get to play in the snow over a break?
I was in a place where it never snowed.
Oh, you were not here. We had a white Christmas here.
I heard that. Yeah.
We went out in the snow for a few minutes, but
That's good.
Miss Ruby doesn't like to be cold.
You don't like to be cold?
No,
I
not
don't
in the
either.
snow.
You have to
Anyways.
dress for the weather. That's what I know.
Yeah.
But that means you'd be walking like this. You'd have so many clothes on.
Mhm. All right. Are you guys ready for a book? I brought a new book that just came out in the past month or two, and it's by one of my favorite authors. His name is Mac Barnett, and he's pretty cool. And he only writes. He does not draw any of the pictures or do any of the illustrations for his book.
Oh.
So for this book, his friend, Sean Harris, who's actually his very best friend since childhood,
Oh.
did the illustrations. And I wanted to show you something kind of cool about this book, Maryjo.
I wonder.
So I don't know if you guys can see it at home, but if you look really closely, you can see it's not really a drawn picture.
Oh, it looks like it's made out of cut paper.
It is made out of cut paper.
Well, isn't that clever?
So all of the illustrations in this book are pieces of paper that have been cut out
And glued down. I
and
guess.
glued down, and then he uses some ink to draw in the details on the face.
Oh, that's fun.
It
It looks
is.
like watercolor paper.
Yeah.
Real textured and thick.
Yeah, it's very pretty. So I hope if you guys can see this at home. If not, guess what? This book is from the library, so you can put it on hold. It's A Polar Bear in the Snow by Mac Barnett. It's a very white page. A polar bear in the snow. There is a polar bear in the snow. Can you guys see him? I don't see him there.
Where is he?
Still asleep, he lifts his nose to sniff the air.
I
Do you guys see him now? Do you guys see his nose and his little mouth?
think he's hiding in the snow.
And he awakens. Now we see his nose and his mouth, and we see both his eyes.
Uh-huh.
There is a polar bear in the snow. Where is he going? I'm going to push in kind of close. Can you guys see the edges of the paper? So instead of drawing the fields of snow, it's little ripped pieces of paper at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see where he's going. Is he going to visit the seals? No, he is not hungry. Is he going to hunker in a cave? No, his fur protects him from the storm. Is he going to meet a man?
Uh-oh.
I don't want to meet a polar bear. I wonder if this man, he's waving, maybe he wants to meet him. Let's see. Ah! No. There is a polar bear in the snow. Where is he going? Can you guys see him? Can you find him on that page? He's way up here. He's teeny tiny on top of that big hill. Oh. He is going to the sea.
Aha.
He wants to play. I see him playing in the water with all the fish. And when he is done playing, he climbs back onto the snow. Where will he go then? He's walking away from us. Who knows? And there's his footprints, and he's so white we can't see him anymore. The end.
Miss Ruby, that's a good story.
I like that story a whole lot.
It reminds me of a joke that my dad used to say. He'd show me a piece of white paper, and then he'd say, "What do you see?" And I said, "Nothing. It's just a piece of plain white paper." And he would say, "No, you just aren't looking close enough." So I would lean in and look closer. I still couldn't see anything. And then he would laugh and say, "It's a polar bear sleeping in the snow, and he has his paws over his nose."
I like that
My
joke.
dad is a jokester.
I have a little rhyme about polar bears that has some motions.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. It's about a polar bear named Marco.
Marco.
Okay.
Oh.
So Marco the polar bear is white as snow. He sat down on the ice near the cold river's flow. "Lunch I need, lunch," he said. "I'll make a wish." He stuck his paw down and he came up with a fish. You want to do that one more time?
Yes, please.
All right. Marco the polar bear, white as snow, sat down on the ice near the cold water's flow. "Lunch I need, lunch," he said. "I'll make a wish." He stuck his paw down and he pulled up a fish.
That rhymes.
It does rhyme. I love things that rhyme.
That's a good poem.
Do you have a story for us today, Miss Maryjo?
I do. Oh, but do you know this verse? It's a little song. It's called "I'm a Snowflake." Do you know this one, Miss Ruby? It says, "I'm a little snowflake, small and white. When the moon is shining, I sparkle and bright. When you see me falling, hurry out to play. You can make a snowman with me today."
Oh, I like that. I've not heard that one before.
Well, see, we're teaching each other all kinds of new things today.
Yes, we are.
Well, boys and girls, today our story, in fact, all the stories this month will take place in a place up north where it's very cold most of the year, and it's called the Arctic. There's lots of snow and ice there, and there are people who live there and lots of different kind of animals. And all this month we'll be finding out about those animals. Today's story takes place on a snowy night. The moon was not shining. It was very cold. Snow lay all over the ground, and even the water was full of ice. And this is the story about what happened when a polar bear cub came out to explore. Once upon a time, in a snowy, cold place, way up north in the Arctic, there lived a fisherman. He was part of the indigenous people. He was an Inuit Eskimo. And he and his family had been living in the Arctic for many, many years. And all of the people in his family were very skillful fishermen. Now, he built himself a little snow house made out of ice blocks. It was called an igloo. And this little ice house kept him warm on these days when he came fishing. He knew that there were lots of fish who swam in the sea, and he really wanted to catch one for his family's dinner. All kinds of fish. He could see them swimming in the water. The fisherman went to the edge of the sea, and he tossed in his fishing pole, and he waited, and he waited, and he waited. But those fish were so clever that he never came close to the fisherman. After about 2 hours, the fisherman said, "It's cold out here. I need to rest." So he left his rod at the seashore, and he went inside his little ice house and took a nap. Now, it wasn't very long before a bear cub, a polar bear cub, woke up, and his mother was still sound asleep. So he went out exploring by himself. He saw the water. He could see the fish in the water, and he said, "Oh, that would make a tasty snack." So the polar bear splashed into the water and grabbed up the fish and tossed them out onto the shore. He dove in again and caught another one and threw that one up on the shore. He went swimming one more time, and there he caught a third fish and threw it up on the shore. "These will make a tasty snack for me and my mom," said the polar bear. And just as he was about to pick them up and take them home, something happened. The polar bear saw something in the sky. It was a shiny, shiny light. It was a meteor, and it was sailing across the sky, and the polar bear thought it was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen, and he started to follow it. He followed it and followed it and followed it, way over the top of the mountain where the snow never melted. Just about that time, the Inuit Eskimo woke up from his nap and came out of his igloo. And lo and behold, what did he see? "Oh my goodness, I am such a good fisherman. These fish has just leapt out of the sea for my supper. Won't my family be proud of me?" And the Inuit picked up all those fish. It was very hard to carry them. And he took them home, where his family cooked them and ate them for dinner. The end. Miss Ruby, I think that Inuit was very tricked because
I think so
he
too.
thought the fish jumped out of the water, but really it was the bear who had caught them all.
Yes, I do not think fish ever jump out of the water.
I don't think so either, but that Eskimo did think so, that's for sure. Well, do you have any news for us, Miss Ruby?
Let's see. Well, we are back doing our story times.
Excellent.
So-
Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock?
Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock we're here, and
Okay.
every Monday at 11 we are doing Wiggle Worms,
Oh, good.
and every Tuesday
Oh.
at 4:30 for January and February we are cooking with Miss Jonna from the OSU Extension Office.
What fun.
Last night was our first one. I don't remember what she made.
She made some fruit and tuna salad and some fruit coleslaw.
Ooh, fruit
Ooh.
coleslaw. That sounds good.
interesting, yeah.
So we are going to be with Miss Jonna every Tuesday at 4:30, and we're going to learn some fun new recipes with her.
So that's Monday story time,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday cooking class, Wednesday story time and puppets.
Yep.
How wonderful.
And then in February, we're going to throw in a Thursday program too.
Oh,
And we are working with Miss Sally at the OSU Extension Office, and we are doing a take and make STEM program every week.
oh wow. I want to do that.
Yes.
That sounds like science experiment.
Yes. So the kids will be able to, or parents will be able to come to the Main or Northside Library and pick up their take and make kit.
Oh wow.
And the first week we are going to make bristle bots.
Huh.
You know
Is
what?
that a robot?
It is. It's a little robot made out of a toothbrush head, and it scurries around the table.
I can't even imagine it.
It's very fun.
I will have to check it out.
So Miss Sally, and that's not till February.
Okay.
But those should be on the calendar soon, and you'll have to sign up so you can come get your kits, because we can only give out so many kits.
Well, sure. It takes a while to put those together,
Mhm.
as I myself have known. Well, boys and girls, I have news as well, and that is today at 11 o'clock, between 11 o'clock and noon, I will be down at the main library annex building giving away the last of our creativity kits. So all you have to do is ask your parents to drive you past me in my car, and I will give you a creativity kit. Miss Sally, and they're full of art supplies, Miss
Oh.
Ruby.
That's awesome.
It's very awesome. And then here's a new secret, boys and girls. Soon we will have kit number 3, and it's full of puzzles. So be
Ooh.
watching next week during Story Hour, and I will let you know when the kits are ready for us to pick up. And a third piece of news, Miss Ruby, is that beginning on January 21st, I will be teaching Discovery Garden art lessons for 8 children at a time at the Carver Community Center on
Oh.
Thursday mornings. So more news about that is on our Facebook page. And parents, you can read all about it.
That sounds fun.
It will be interesting.
Yes, it will.
Well, I guess I have nothing more to share, do you?
I don't.
Okay. And we sing goodbye, friends, goodbye, friends, goodbye, friends. We'll see each other soon. Chicka chicka boom boom.